If you want to know the record count of a single table, it's very easy. You'll see, simply do that select count star from the table. But if you want to know record counts of all the tables in the particular schema, so that is a difficult part in Oracle at least. So for that, I will show you the two methods. Before going to the actual methods, let me show you the one query that generally people use this all tables. All tables is a system table in Oracle. So when you run this query, select a table name, comma, num rows from all tables. So let's see what it will show. It is showing table name and number of rows that particular table is holding. But issue with the all tables system table is it won't show you the latest record count of that particular table unless you do gather statistics on the table, or generally we call it as analyzing on the table. Let me show you with that example. So let's say I'm going to create one table, names table, under the same schema, training schema. So you can observe now currently we have 8 tables in this schema right now. I'm going to create one more table now. The table is created, and now see the record count, it's just a 0. I'm going to insert 2 records. Okay, 2 records are inserted. Now see the record count, 2 records. But if you see here, it is showing null. The names table number of rows is showing as null here, even though I have inserted 2 records. But if you apply gather statistics on this table, let me apply that. So now it is completed. Now check again. See now. So you can see that 2 number of rows for names table. So that's why it is not reliable to depend on this all tables system table. Now we will go to the method 1. So this method, what it will do is it will loop through all the tables in that particular schema, and it will apply the select count of star from the table, and it will load into the physical table. So finally you just need to do the select star from that physical table, or you can create the temporary table also to store this data. So simply that physical table or temporary table will have only the table name and count of the records for that particular table is holding right now. So for that purpose, so I'm going to create one table. The name is stats. So even if you want, you can create the temporary table here also, but I am going to create the physical table here. So I'm going to create the table with the column names as table name and number rows, similar to what you have in all tables. So now I'm going to create the table. So now table is created. If you want, you can check the column names and data types of that table. So table name, number of rows, get to number. Okay. Now this is the PL SQL block. So what it will do is it is declaring one variable. The variable name is val, and its data type is integer. We have one for loop. In the for loop, so we just have this query, or you can execute this query and you can see. So this query is giving me all the tables that are currently we have in training schema. So now we have 9 tables including stats and names also, or sorry 10 including names and stats. So I means, so for each table, let's select for first loop, it will take the table name as etl file underscore history in the I, and continuously that loop will run for all these 10 tables. Now the loop is started, and here we are going to run select count of star from training dot the table name. So as I said, I dot table name for that current loop, it holds the table name, right? So So we are writing this and into variable. So this variable current, that what we declared initially. So for each loop it will hold the number of records for particular table into this variable, and then we are going to insert those details into the physical table that we created earlier, stats table. Now if you see, I'm keeping I dot table name, the table name, and the val nothing but it holds the record count. Okay, after that we are ending the loop. Let me run this. So now it is saying PL SQL procedure successfully completed. Now go and check the record count. I mean, in the stats table, it is holding all the table. I mean, all the records here. Okay. So this is one way. So currently in my schema I have only 10th table, and that too, these tables are very small volume. That's why it's giving the results immediately. But if you have a huge number of volume records in the tables, so it takes few minutes to give this result. Okay, and it's good to keep commit after every loop so that we won't miss records even if the session is closed. Now this is the method 1. Now we'll move to the method 2. So this method 2 is very simple. So we'll just run this and you can see the same result here. Of course, stat is loaded now with the 10 table records, right? That's why it is showing 10. So this is done with respect to using DBMS XML gen package. There we have one function getXML where we are using that function to get this result. So internally it uses the XML formats, and then it is converting into the normal table format at the end. Yes, this is about method 2. So you can use any one of these two methods to get the record counts of all the tables in that particular schema. And if you want the code snippet the currently I used in this tutorial, I will keep this in the video description in the link. You can download this SQL file if you want. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.